We'd better buckle up for this one. One team already ranked in the top 25, the other sitting just on the cusp and trying to prove a point in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the USC Trojans, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Ducks will kick it off to get us underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So USC's offense will get the ball first. What a great group of receivers they run out there, and a staunch, stout defense they'll be running into. Jesse, how are they going to get open? How does this defense keep them in check?
Well, I think one thing this receiving group knows to have success in this game against this defense is it's going to take all of them. It's not just going to be one guy making all the plays. They're all going to have to be able to step up and, David, take advantage of their own individual one-on-one opportunity.
Wide open spaces. Turning it on. He's at the 30. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. And the Trojans are in the hurry-up. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
On the run, it's Jordan. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And that's a good response by this defense. They gave up some yards, obviously some plays, more than they wanted to, but when it got to the area in the scoring zone, in the area where it really matters, nice job on 3rd down, getting the sack, and possibly forcing the field goal.
And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And the try is no good. Kicker couldn't quite get it through, and the scoreboard remains the same. So Oregon's offense has the ball for the first time. After missing that 46-yard field goal attempt, they'll have it 1st and 10 from their own 29. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Oh, he's got some space. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one. You open a drive like that, and the entire playbook opens up on 1st down from the 44. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Sends it back in motion. Moore to the air. Under fire. Blasted as he lets it go. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. The Ducks keeping this defense off balance. They can hit them from a variety of angles, this time going up top.
There's so many things to look at. You know, they've always traditionally gone fast as well in the past at Oregon, but, you know, the quarterback run and the run at the middle and then play action pass, they keep you guessing a lot, and they make a lot of plays down the field because your eyes are focused on something they shouldn't be focused on.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Quickly complete. Touchdown, Oregon! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Just under 60,000 in this place, but sometimes it sounds like 600,000. An engineering marvel to hold in all this noise.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. They love their team. They support the Ducks, and they've built traditions and so many teams they should be proud of. Getting them involved early is a great sign for this football game.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. To the air on first down. The sure hands, it's Strocken. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And that's the advantage of being a big wide receiver, because now you're a big target. And on these slant routes, you don't have to run the perfect route, but you can use your size and your physicality to get the job done almost every time.
Trying play action. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. Takes it the other way. Inside the touchdown Ducks. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick six.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
It's a running room. And the tackle is made, but not before. Completion gets them 30+. The Trojans racing to the line in the hurry-up. Leaves it with the running back. Finds some fresh air. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Trojans can really attack on this 2nd and short. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Nice move there. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. For all of the star quality that USC has been built on, good offensive line, strong running game has always been a hallmark.
No doubt about it. I think they're built on, the passing game and explosive playmakers out wide, but they've always had that balance at USC. You got to have a little bit of the boring to go with the glitz and the glamour.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll send the back in motion. Caught in the backfield, it's Jordan. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
The inside handoff. Nice move there. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Rides the back on the option to give. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. It's our forced to settle for the field goal.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. The returner will field it and bring it back. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. This drive will open from the 15. Off play action on first down. Quickly to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they self-block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, or they get good matchups. And, man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
On third and short, they keep it on the ground here. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pulls it in, it's Hughes. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. Oregon was dominant last season until the Ducks ran into that Ohio State juggernaut in the Rose Bowl, and that left Oregon still in search of its long-awaited first national title.
Well, Dan Lanning has built this thing into a national championship contender. He's done it in the trenches. But I'm curious to see what they do at quarterback and how that position plays out. Dylan Gabriel exhausted his 17th year of eligibility finally last year, David, so that's where my eyes are at.
He did, no doubt about it. He was around for a long time, but I think it's more the excitement with Lanning and continuing to bring in high recruiting classes, but breaking through and getting that first national title. They're on the precipice. Is this the year?
They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark. Just keeps slinging it. Setting up the screen. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
Well, this defense now is just getting gashed. And if you're the defensive coordinator, you might now want to think about being aggressive, changing up your play calls, and maybe breaking your own tendencies, because you have got to stop this offense just marching down the field.
Moore will throw. He's moving out of the pocket. Fires downfield. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. And I think he did that a little bit too much for.
Takes the handoff. It's Hughes. Found that crease. The Ducks in the hurry up. He's loose. He's pushed out of bounds at the 22.
Hey, he's just kind of proven that he's difficult to defend. Yeah, when I'm playing defense, and we've seen him have success throwing the ball through the air, but now really smart thing. Just kind of tucks it, takes off, and gets the first down. This guy's showing you a little bit of everything today.
Wants to go up top on first down. Quarterback extends the play. Takes a hit as he fires. Oh, what a play. It's intercepted. All down at the 18-yard line. A solid return after that.
Well, I can tell you haven't played the position. If you can't step into throws and you can't follow through, it obviously affects your accuracy. And I think the hit on the quarterback right there certainly contributed to that interception.
They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Going right to work up top. Catch in the middle, it's Lemon. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Trojans in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Jordan. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Scanning the field, it's Mayava. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Gets it out quickly. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. Looking back to last year, the Trojans made a midseason quarterback change. You might expect that, trying to live up to what Caleb Williams was able to do, but Jaden Mayava certainly finished strong, Jesse.
Yeah, the UNLV transfer looked really, really good, especially at the end of the year. And you know, with Lincoln Riley, one of the great QB whisperers in recent college football memory, if you're locked in and you're playing and you're seeing the field the way Lincoln Riley is seeing it and calling it, this offense is going to be unstoppable. If he does that, he is going to put up Heisman numbers.
The Trojans with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. There he goes! He makes the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. The pull and throw off the RPO. Oh, better check some ankles. He makes a move and gets down to the 24.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. You're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. And the Trojans are threatening on 1st and goal. Window for the score.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner is stopped. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
More to the air. Looking to the big tight end. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Throws to the tight end. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Ducks will line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Jordan. Trying to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and gang tackled.
Got it in the middle. It's Sanders. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Eugene. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in Autzen Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Trojans will boot it away to start the 2nd half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Whittington. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They had this lead to start the 3rd quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the 1st half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the 2nd half.
Got it behind the line. It's Moore. He'll go out of bounds at the 22, methodically moving it away from their own end zone. On 1st down from their own 22. Moore will throw. Unleashes one. Hauls it in. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. You always have to be aware of the running threat from the Oregon quarterbacks, but here getting business done through the air.
No doubt, Reese, because you're worried about his legs, the read game, all the stuff they can do. It opens up a passing attack. And I think when you've seen the Ducks teams throughout history, the ones that have enough balance to keep you off guard, keep you guessing, are the ones that are the best teams.
To the ground with the back. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. And the Ducks come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Motion from the wideout. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Wide open downfield. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Boom. Grabbed over the middle. It's Garcia. Good, solid tackle. The Ducks moving quickly to the line. Handoff to the single back. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. The Ducks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
When I think you're seeing the mental approach this offense is taking now, the nice lead here late in the third quarter, they're satisfied to just run the ball and chip away at this clock. This has been a really good-looking drive. Plenty of plays. They're staying on.
And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Oregon! Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front there. Physical, skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to pass, it's Mayava. Grabs it in the middle. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
When receivers are running slant routes against man coverage, sometimes you get open using speed, but sometimes it's pure physicality. This receiver does a great job using his hands, and then he's able to fight his way to the...
Oh, a lot of space. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. And the Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. The short hands, it's Lemon. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Here comes the offense on second down. Keeps it on the draw. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Autzen. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on third and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on fourth down. You're in the third quarter, second half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. You just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the second half. Someone had to step up and make a play, and they just couldn't get it done.
Caught in the backfield, it's Sanders. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He did in that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Back to throw, it's Mayava. Makes the catch. He stopped at the 27-yard line, needed a little bit more to pick up that first down, and now they have a decision to make. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. So first down will open up the final period. Running it to the right. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Motion from the back. Might be changing the route. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got a man. It's Hughes. He gets up to the 15-yard line as they're working their way away from their own end zone.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Moore to the air. Good timing on the quick out. Still running at the 40. He's loose on the left. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 6.
You motherfuckers put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 people in the box. Think I ain't finna throw a quick out? Are you crazy?
Hard line. From the red zone, looking for a man. Quickly complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They want that clock to run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the 4th quarter.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play.
And this is where the offense just breathes. Just take your time, huddle up. I'm in absolutely no hurry. I got the lead. I want to continue to run that clock. No false starts, no penalties. Let that clock tick down and then punch it in the end zone to add to this lead.
Off the play fake. The sweet feet buy a little time. Touchdown Ducks! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
That's how you spin that sucker at the end of the game, bro. I normally don't talk when I do these streams. Oh, look at that little touch. It wasn't all it. Like spinning wild. I got that joker exactly what I wanted. Wish I could have zipped it even better.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense. Not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
Wants to throw. It's Mayava. Bringing the heat. He'll try to do it himself. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? The Trojans headed quickly to the line. Back to pass on second down. Pulls it in. It's Sanders. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. They get to the line quickly.
For you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Got it. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Slams ahead. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. They'll run play action. Under fire. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Catch in the middle. It's Jordan. That leaves him with a tough fourth down situation. You'd love to just chip into the lead, but at this point, a touchdown's what you're at.
And I think it just clears up the decision-making later in the game. But I think you stay aggressive here. You try to...
Converts on fourth down. Still going. And it's grabbed for the late touchdown. And how about this? It's not over yet.
Yeah, and that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
And they did tack on the extra point. .70 seconds left, and they line up for this all-important onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Okay, Jesse, this is a little bit of a tight spot. You'd love to be aggressive enough to get the first down, but you've got to take care of the ball first.
No doubt. I was going to say, ball security is at a premium. Cannot turn the football over at this point. The defense has 3 timeouts left, David, so probably conservative play calling here. You're expecting them to try to run to ice this game.
Conservative, I know they're going to be aggressive, but I also know that one first down ends this football game.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Moore will throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. And they can't complete the bullet pass on third down. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. Oh, the attempt is no good. After the missed field goal, still an 8-point game, and guys, more importantly, still a one-possession game. They'll start this drive with a pass. Right down the middle. Got his man downfield. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. This quarterback has to stay calm, cool, and collected and drive his team down for a score late in the fourth. Fires to the big fella. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
Back to pass, it's Mayava. Here's a heat. He'll pull it down and run. Finds a crease at the 20. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. He spikes it. Clock stops as they try to rally late. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Wants to go up top. Got his man quickly. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. If they can pay off this third and goal with a touchdown, it might be getting a little tough to swallow over there on the other sideline. And this could prove to be the biggest play of the game. They'll go for it on 4th and goal. From the gun, looking for a man. He wants it all. He's got it for the touchdown. And now they need the 2-point conversion.
Man, I tell you what, great job by this offense. Great execution. You drive down the field, you get the score. Now what's your 2-point play? You practiced it all week. What's your go-to in this moment late in the fourth quarter when you need the 2-point conversion?
Timeout is called and the clock is down to 8. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw on first down. Looking deep. Makes the catch down the right side. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. Timeout is called with just a single second left. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. With the ball marked down at the 41, they'll need a big 58-yard field goal to try to save themselves. And it's no good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up. Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions probably, maybe one possession each. Who's the better team?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, just to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer, like you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the third overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
Moore to the air. They get to him as he throws. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Gets the back moving. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! And they grab the lead here in overtime. This guy's putting the Oregon offense on his shoulders, carrying them however you want, on the ground or through the air.
I mean, so fun to watch when you got a guy that can do this. And we've seen it with the Ducks in history, man. They've had some great ones that put their team on their shoulders. You need me to run it, I'll run it. You need me to throw it, I can do that too.
The all-important extra point would push this lead to 7. And the extra point splits the uprights. They're up 35-28. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Lost a throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. Now the connection takes it to the 11. And the Trojans have moved it inside the 20. Looking downfield on first down. He's got it and still on his feet. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Back to pass. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans. They got it in, and now an extra point away from the tie.
Obviously very hard to complete passes this area of the field. Nice execution. Now you're down by 1, and now you got to make the decision. Are we going to go for it and try to end the game right here and put this game in our offense's hands? What do you think?
And that's why I love having the ball second, because I get the opportunity to do this. I knew they scored a touchdown. We scored a touchdown. Now, do I want to go for the win, or do I want to continue this game on? It's so nice to have the ball second.
Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking for a gap. It's Sanders. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking downfield, it's Mayaba. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans. That score gives them the lead here in the second overtime. Second overtime, and they'll have to go for 2.
And a really nice job understanding I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field when I run that post route. QB lays it out for him, and he catches it, gets
and the defense on him, and he will go down. Sacked on the 2-point try. Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. To the air on first down. Got a man, it's Hughes. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Sends it back in motion. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Forced out of the pocket. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Tight end now in motion. Off the boot, looking for his man. Flushed out of the pocket. Oh, and they pick it off. What a huge defensive play in overtime. And that pick. Guys, this is a type of signature win that can set the tone for the future of a program.
And this is the crazy thing about college football with 18 to 22-year-olds. On any given day, anything can happen. And, David, you got to give this team so much credit. They played with their hair on fire and got a tremendous win.
And to keep the belief, like, to understand, like, I've got a chance to come in and win this game and not just give us lip service. They told us this could happen throughout the week, but they believed. Even when it got a little difficult, got a little up in the air, they kept fighting, they kept believing, and they get the huge win.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse
Well,
Palmer, I'm Reese Davis.
time to go to bed.
You've been watching another presentation of EA
Damn.
Sports College Football.
I blew that shit big time. GG's. Good night. Trash.